respectively, Deimos being the necrolist. Fuck, I hate some of these words. Excuse the language, but I'm not censoring it. And yeah, you just need to find it. You can go there, you'll see the fish in the water, or in Deimos' case, they actually are floating in the air, and you throw the spear at them, you catch the fish, and you evac and take it with you. And that's how you fish. And where you fish, you can kind of do it anywhere, but depending on what fish you're targeting, you want to go to oceans, lakes, and things like that. Within caves is another location. And just find some water and start throwing your spear. Now next up is how to get ducats. This is the currency other than credits that's used when trading with Barrow for prime things and such like that. And typically where Barrow spawns on any relay near him, you will find a little console where you can trade prime parts in exchange for their ducat price. And that's how you'll be able to do that to acquire your Barrow items each week. Now next up, the question was, how do we go through with our cross save? Well, of course, you just log on to warframe.com. Once you're logged on, there will be a link for accounts, and you will link all necessary accounts, making sure to keep your primary as your main account, and it will all work out. This is all done through warframe.com again, and is a fairly seamless process. So just log on using a laptop or your mobile device and follow the prompts. Now, opening relics is something that I have covered a lot in the channel, so I'm just quickly going to go over it, because this was another question of how to actually open the relics. Relics open through Void Fissure missions. These are visible next to the sortie tabs in your mission hub on navigation. It's the top middle right bar with all the little nodes. There will be one for Void Fissures. Now, within there, there's 6 tiers of Void Fissure. That is Lith, Meso, Neo, Axii, Requiem, and Omni missions. Now within Lith, Meso, Neo, Axii, and Requiem missions, you can only use the relic that matches the name set, so there are 5 types of relics to match them. With a 6 within Omni, you can use any Lilith except a Requiem relic within an Omnia mission. Now the next question was about getting Endo. Now this was of course a resource that we use to upgrade our mods and drops regularly through just normal gameplay, but some ways that you can get Endo that people are regularly forgetting is by filling and selling the Arctitan Sculptures, taking to Marrow's Bazaar or Mars we mentioned earlier, after filling them in your mod station and selling to Marrow for the Endo directly, or you can dissolve all your duplicate mods into becoming extra Endo, and this is just something you should try to do once a month, and you'll get a couple thousand Endo from doing that as well. Now the next question that I came across was how to get Aya. Aya is a rare resource that you can use to trade for Prime Resurgence, which is unvaulted primes that are recently being vaulted turned back into being in the game. And Aya just has a chance to drop wherever a relic would drop, with a 10% chance of being Aya, 90% being one the relic drops, and it's all about luck. So personally, I run Wukong in the Void. It's a capture mission. You use Wukong, you can complete it in a good 30 seconds using Cloud Walk and Loop. It gets a bit boring and tedious, but it's a good way to follow up your Aya. As for spending the Aya, most people know you can go to Marrow's Bazaar and go to the Prime Resurgence and all that, but personally I just prefer to stay on my Orbiter. You open up your market where you buy all your shit on your little pre-navigation lobby thing in your Orbiter, and you go slide down. There's a Prime Resurgence tab, and you can do it all through there. You don't actually need to go to Marrow's Bazaar. As for getting primes, there are 3 main ways you can get primes. When a prime is released, they come out either with Resurgence or on their debut. They will come out with a pack where you can buy and purchase the prime that way. Or you can farm out their parts with the relics when the relics are available, either through their release or Resurgence. Some primes will get bolted, and you may have to buy the parts through Marketplace. This is another place you can go to get primes. You can acquire them from buying them off other players in the Marketplace. Next up, we have how to unlock your Necromech. This is a main part of the storyline. You need your Necromech to progress after you get to a certain point, and although I'm almost certain the game does tell you to do this, all you need to do is go to Deimos and go find Mother and complete all tiers of the Isolation Vault bounties until you have the parts required to build your Necromech. The next one I came across in my research was how to increase your mastery. Now, this is a pretty basic thing. You just level up new gear to increase your mastery. As you're leveling up gear, you get mastery points for every level you go up with your gear, but it only counts once for each thing. So for example, if you have a Nidus that you get from 0 to 30, that's 6,000 Mastery XP. If you train up 2 Niduses or you form a Nidus, that's still only 6,000 for the now 90 levels. But if you were to get a Nidus and a Nidus Prime, for example, and get them both to the max rank, that's 12,000 because you've done 2 separate frames. And weapons come in at half the cost of frames, and companions give you the same value as warframes for your Mastery XP in general. The second to last question that we will be going to do is how to unlock and use Archon Shards, and that's pretty simple. You need to unlock Sanctum Autonica, which you do through the main quest line found in your codex. Once you complete that, you get access to your Nectar cells. You get 5 of these a week, and there is a chance that an Archon Shard will drop from these. Alternatively, you can also do your Archon hunts from when you unlock them, and that is another way to get 1 per week, as well as Bird's weekly shop also gives you 1 drop as well. Once you get all your weekly drops, you can use the Helmet. Once you have the Archon Helmet segment installed, that you get through the Zariman, to then put the Archons onto your frames and remove them. Adding them is free. Removing them will remove 30 bile from your helmet material. And then once you get to the next stage, you can get the Coralescent Helmet adapter to start using Archons into Tower Forged and hybrid colored Archons to increase your builds. Now finally, for the last and most pressing question, this is the one that I've saved last because it was a question that even I had to think about for a second. The gist of the question is, what do I do? So what do you do to Warframe? You grind your mastery, you get your resource, you perfect your builds, and you meet new friends. Like, it is a power simulation game. It is all about getting your numbers as big as you physically can and having fun and making friends. And that's what I think the gaming community should be all about, and why I love this game, because it's all about that aspect of the gaming community. Anyway, I think without further ado, that will do for now. If you have any questions you have about Warframe or other games that you have seen me play over the years, feel free to ask, and I will answer them at my earliest convenience in either a video like this or a short form video if it is a quick, easy question. If you have any personal questions you want to know too, I'm open book, in my community, and I will let you know. So ask away, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hopefully I have a bit more time to get this video out, the next video out for you.